I'd like to call to order the North Aurora Village Board meeting of Monday, July 2nd, 2020. And we'll open with our silent prayer meditation. All right, please join me in our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America,
and to the
to the
republic
republic for
for which it stands,
one
one
nation,
nation, under God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with
with
liberty
liberty
and
and
justice
justice
for all.
Well, will the clerk, for the last time opening a board meeting, call the roll?
Mayor Berman,
Here.
Trustee Capino,
Here.
Trustee Lowry,
Here.
Trustee Curtis,
Here.
Trustee Martinez,
Here.
Trustee Carroll,
Here.
and Trustee Gately.
Here.
They have no audience comments. Oh, I have a proclamation.
Mr. Berman,
I hate to read, but it's a great honor.
Mr. Mayor, I think we do have audience comments.
We do? I'm sorry.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Becker. I requested to speak during the audience portion, please.
During the what?
The audience comments portion.
Well, you can speak right now.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. I was reviewing the agenda that was posted online, and I reviewed the revisions that you are suggesting to be made to the food truck or mobile vending ordinances. And I wanted to voice my specific opposition to three parts of that ordinance. So if you would bear with me, I just want to go over some of the points that I have to make and hope that you will find that agreeable. Reading the agenda, it was noted that the village board did not want to create a business climate that would provide favorable accommodations to the mobile food vendors over the brick and mortar restaurants. And that's common sense. I can understand that. However, when reading the proposed revisions to the ordinance that are going to be passed potentially this evening, I think that is what is going to happen. As written, there are no restrictions on the food trucks from using private property that's located in a residentially zoned area. Therefore, the mobile food vendors, I think, have an unfair and inherent advantage to the brick and mortar establishments that are restricted to the commercial areas. I think this proximity becomes even more advantageous to some of the mobile vendors in light of the current pandemic, and comes at a time when our neighborhood restaurants, I believe, need our support. Other municipalities I've looked at respect some of these concerns of residents who do not wish to see their residential areas turn into food truck sales zones, and typically they restrict or they specify areas where the mobile vending can occur. I personally would like to see a ban on mobile food vending sales in residential areas, much like your brick and mortar restaurant is prevented from opening in the middle of a subdivision. This could be achieved by adding language to the ordinance requiring food truck vendors to operate at a specific distance from nearby homes in order not to create a nuisance. And this is pretty typical in the Chicago suburbs if you look at some of the other villages. Also, as written in your proposed ordinance for this evening, it restricts the same vendor from selling in an area no more than once a week, but I see no language that restricts the same property from hosting multiple different vendors throughout the week, or even simultaneously at what they refer to as a food truck rally. Other localities also typically add language to their ordinances in order to regulate those occurrences. So they might say only one truck on private property or two trucks. This is a specific concern of mine, given that High Point Church has ignored my voice and other voices of dissent and hosted food trucks in our residential subdivision multiple times. The result of those food truck events was increased foot and vehicular traffic in my otherwise quiet residential street, alcohol sales that have happened in the residential area, garbage left on my lawn after the event, as well as noise pollution. So that brings me to my second point, noise pollution. Other municipalities in the Chicago area specifically restrict food trucks from utilizing loudspeakers or any kind of amplified sound device, if you will, on their trucks or associated with their trucks. At the last event at the church, I couldn't even go outside and enjoy my patio because there was a DJ playing boom boom music so loudly that and I live nearby because there's no ban on the residential area. That's a concern to me. My third point is that I would like to see clearly defined hours of operation added to the ordinances. Again, other municipalities typically limit food truck operations to meal times. I don't see any restrictions on time in the ordinance as written, so I would like to see some additional language added. So in summary, I would ask that you vote down the ordinance as written for this evening. To review it further, I think it gives the mobile food truck vendors an undue advantage over our brick and mortar establishments that may already be struggling. I urge you to consider adding provisions to the ordinance that include the three things that I mentioned: restrictions on sales in residentially zoned areas, a ban on loudspeakers or sound amplification on or around the vendor, and clearly defined hours of operation. I appreciate you taking the time to listen.
Why, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Board, have any comments, or shall proceed? I have a proclamation honoring our village clerk, Lori Murray, for her dedication to the village of North Aurora. Whereas Lori Murray was appointed as the village of North Aurora clerk in 1999, whereas Lori Murray believed she would be merely filling in for the village clerk position for a short time, ran for village clerk, was elected, and now has been with the village for 20 years, spanning 5 successful elections, with our last village board meeting being tonight, July 6, 2020. Whereas during her time as village clerk, Lori Murray has seen many changes in leadership as she served alongside 4 different village administrators, 3 mayors and 1 interim mayor, and has herself been a long-standing and vital part of our village and village board. Whereas Lori Murray is not just a part of our village board, but also served as secretary for several years on the police commission board and on the North Aurora Days committee, and was also chosen as North Aurora Lions Club North Auroran of the Year for running the Friday Night Spot program for youth in the community. Now, whereas Lori Murray has done an outstanding job as North Aurora Village Clerk, and her dedication, enthusiasm, humor, and kindness will certainly be missed. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that I, Dale Berman, Village President, and the Board of Trustees of North Aurora, on the 6th day of July, 2020, proclaim recognition and give thanks for 20 wonderful years of service to Clerk Lori Murray in the village of North Aurora, dated the 6th day of July, 2020, Dale Berman, Village President. Congratulations, Lori.
Thank you.
You've been a blessing for us. Bright spot in all our meetings.
Thank you.
Really miss you. God.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It will definitely be hard to leave. We've been here for about 25 years now. Watched my kids grow up here, going to preschool at Union Congregational and Sharon Care at the old activity center. I mean, we've just loved it here in North Aurora. I couldn't pick a better community to raise my kids. But now that my husband has found a new job in Seattle, I guess I should follow him, right?
Well, we love going to Seattle and catching some of those salmon out there. So.
Yeah, good seafood out that way. But thank you.
Good luck, Lori.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Trustee comments? Consent agenda?
Motion approved.
Second.
Discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Capino?
Yes.
Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Trustee Curtis?
Yes.
Trustee Carroll?
Yes.
Trustee Martinez?
Yes.
And Trustee Gately?
Yes.
All right, under new business, item number 1, Mr. Laskowski.
Hi, Mayor. This item is an ordinance change to the action on right-of-way permits. We've been getting a pretty good influx of utility permits now, and those are the permits from like Nicor, fiber optic companies, and ComEd to put infrastructure into our right-of-way. And so with that influx, I'm requesting increase in the review time from 14 days to 28 days if possible. Just to make sure that I can get those permits reviewed in accordance with the ordinance requirements. In addition, there was also another change to this section that would increase the automatic approval date time from 45 days to 60 days. So if somebody submitted an application, it would have 60 days before it was automatically approved, say if we didn't review it, as opposed to the 45 days period.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Very good. Any discussion? Would the clerk call the roll, please?
Trustee Carroll?
Yes.
Trustee Gately?
Yes.
Trustee Martinez?
Yes.
Trustee Curtis?
Yes.
Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Trustee Capino?
Yes.
You know, I really like Zoom. You can not only hear yourself talk, but you can see yourself. It's quite a change from what we normally do. Item 2, again, John.
Thank you, Mayor. This item is the approval of a master lease agreement for small cell facilities. This lease agreement is a agreement between the village, and it will be between future companies that are looking to install small wireless facilities on our telephone poles. Our ordinance that we passed last year requires us to develop a master lease agreement, also known as a master pole attachment agreement, for development for the permit applications. Our city attorney reviewed, or our village attorney reviewed the pole attachment agreements of IML and as well as the city of Aurora, and came up with an agreement that works really well for North Aurora. So this is just an agreement that our ordinance requires us to pass.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion? Clerk call the roll, please.
Trustee Curtis?
Yes.
Trustee Capino?
Yes.
Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Trustee Martinez?
Yes.
Trustee Carroll?
Very good.
Trustee Carroll?
I'm going to pull item 3 from our discussion this evening and send it back to a committee of the whole meeting. Item 4, approval of special events. Steve?
I think we lost Trustee Carroll.
Yeah.
What?
I think Trustee Carroll may have dropped off from the meeting, Mayor.
Oh,
Yeah, he didn't answer the roll call.
well.
Trustee Gately, yes.
Okay, thanks. I was gonna mention you next.
Are you ready for item 4 then, Mayor?
Oh, did we complete that then?
Except for Trustee Carroll.
Well, we'll have to wait for him, I guess. Item number 4, Steve?
Thank you, Mayor. Item number 4 tonight on the agenda is a special event license for Ramondo's Pizza and Pub. They are looking to do a special event on July 26th from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Basically, whenever they do liquor in the parking lot, it triggers our special event requirement so that they can actually submit their insurance and let us know exactly where they want to put it in the parking lot to make it safe.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion. Clerk call the roll, please.
Trustee Curtis? Trustee Curtis,
Yes.
Trustee Gabino,
Yes.
Trustee Lowry,
Yes.
Trustee Gately,
Yes.
Trustee Martinez,
Yes.
Trustee Carroll,
Well, he's absent, AWOL. All right. Our next item, I have no business. I have nothing to report as village president. I think that our Zoom meetings are doing a good job. I really don't see any reason for us to come back to the village hall and stand 6 feet away from each other and wear a mask to have meetings. I think this is doing well, except for Mr. Carroll this evening. Fine, we've had a few little hiccups, but I think even those that want to, hey, Mark, you're back.
Hey,
Even
did
those
I
that
miss
want to,
did I miss the discussion on the food vendors?
No, I took that off the calendar. We're gonna discuss that at committee of the whole meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? I think there's too many holes. So we will evaluate it some more, okay? That's all the comments I have. Business as usual.
Do we call for Mark's vote on that other item though?
Well, if he was absent then, I guess we can call for his vote now. On miss the item 2, Mark or Matt.
I vote yes on item 2 and item 4.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you. Committee reports. Trustee comments. Mr. Bosco.
No comments tonight, thank you.
Mr. Attorney. Does your picture speak? Okay, village departments. Mr. Hannah, finance.
Nothing tonight, Mr. Mayor.
Community development. Mr. Toth.
No report, Mayor.
Police.
No report tonight, sir.
Public Works. John Laskowski.
Hi, Mayor. On behalf of Public Works, I just wish Lori Murray the best in the Emerald City, to her and her family.
Thank you, John.
All right, we have no executive session. Entertain a motion for adjournment. We have a cow meeting.
Motion to adjourn to cow meeting.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We're adjourned. Cow meeting to start shortly.